So what I ask from you all is to get to the bottom of what happened. And that includes, like, I echo the sentiments of all of the other officers sitting here. I use an analogy to describe what I want as a hitman. If a hitman is hired and he kills somebody, the hitman goes to jail. But not only does the hitman go to jail, but the person who hired them does. There was an attack carried out on January 6th, and a hitman sent them. I want you to get to the bottom of that.
Hi again, everyone. It's 5 o'clock in the East. Those words from Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn during the first hearing of the January 6th Select Committee should serve as a mission statement for anyone in Congress investigating what happened on January 6th and the months-long coup attempt that led to the deadly insurrection. Questions are growing by the day about who knew what and when, and what role GOP members of Congress played in the months-long campaign by the ex-president to overturn the election result. Just today, there is fresh evidence showing how Trump tried to get the DOJ involved in a conspiracy to toss out the 2020 election. It seemed to involve Republican members of Congress as well, at least in Trump's telling. The House Oversight Committee released notes from a former DOJ official that describe a December 27th phone call in which Trump urged DOJ to, quote, just say the election was corrupt and leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman. One of the congressmen later mentioned by Trump on that call as a, quote, fighter is Jim Jordan, who's already been named by Liz Cheney as a potential material witness for the January 6th Select Committee because of his ties to the disgraced ex-president. Now watch him stumble when he's asked if he talked to Trump on January 6th.
Did you speak with President Trump on January 6th?
Yeah, I mean, I spoke with the president last week. I speak with the president all the time. I spoke with him on January 6th.
On January 6th, did you speak with him before, during, or after the Capitol was attacked?
I'd have to go. I spoke with him that day after. I think after. I don't know if I spoke with him in the morning or not. I just don't know. I'd have to go back and. I mean, I don't know that when those conversations happened.
I don't know. I just don't know. An Alabama Republican, Mo Brooks, remember him? He's the guy who told the crowd at the rally before the attack on the Capitol to, quote, start taking down names and kicking ass. Well, he told a Slate reporter that he wore body armor to that rally because of a tip he received about potential violence. All this while the Republican disinformation machine kicked into high gear in an attempt to distract from the dose of reality provided by this week's hearing. Republicans tried to blame Nancy Pelosi for security failures, even though she's not responsible for securing the U.S. Capitol. A few even tried to pull a stunt in defense of the actual insurrectionists on Thursday, getting turned away from a prison that holds the January 6 suspects. The GOP's antics in the face of a serious and bipartisan investigation into the insurrection has Republican Peggy Noonan of the Wall Street Journal warning fellow Republicans that, quote, they have put their party on the wrong side of reality. When House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy called the two Republicans on the panel, Ms. Cheney and Representative Adam Kinzinger, Pelosi Republicans, he looked unserious and stupid. He breathed more oxygen into crazy town theories of a stolen election and again propped up Mr. Trump, whose support in the party is broad, true, but also shallow. Her advice, nail this story down. Nail everyone involved. Then and only then, move on.